All right, scholars. So today we're going to be talking about mean, median, mode, and range. So what does all of this mean, right? So it's really important that you really pay attention to the video. I'll turn the volume up. Okay. So the number of text messages sent by 10 students in one day is 15, 12, 18, 14, 15, 20, 17, 18, 15, and 13. So like, what does that mean? That means that like 10 students each sent a frequency of text messages, right? So like one student one sent 15 messages, student two sent 12. Okay. So organize the data from least to greatest. Well, first you want to find the smallest number. So 15, no, 12. It looks like 12 is the smallest number. So what happens is as I write the number here, I want to cross it out. So 12. Do I see any other 12s? No. Then I want to go next. 13. Do I see any other 13s? No. Do I see any 14s? Yes. Do I see any 15s? Yep, I see three. One, two, three. So then I write those. One, two, three. Do I see any 16s? No. Do I see any 17s? Yes. One 17. Do I see any 18s? Yes. Two. Now, to make sure I got them all down, I want to count. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. See? Since I know it's nine, I know I don't have it all. Yep. And then I'm missing this 20. I'm so glad that that happened because that could happen to you. So a strategy used to make sure you get all of the amounts is as you cross out, you want to list, right? As you cross out, you list. So find the mean or average. What the average is the sum of all of the numbers divided by the amount of numbers. So mean is the sum of all numbers divided by the amount of numbers presented. That makes sense, right? So now I have to add all of these numbers up. So I'm going to have to add 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 17 plus 18 plus 18 plus 20. And then you want to count, sorry, then you want to count and make sure you listed all the numbers. I'm looking for 10 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So let's add 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 17 plus 18 plus 18 plus 20. And I get a total of 157, right? Um, I like to just do it two times just to make sure I get it. 157. Then you want to divide it by the amount of number presented. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Divided by 10, which is 15.7 because it's a 10. So the mean or average is 15.7. And that makes sense because the data is between 12 and 20. 15 is presented the most, and presented is 15 is like the mid number of all the numbers presented. So 15.7 makes sense. Now, when finding the median, you must, this is important, list numbers from least to greatest. Like, that's the most important, right? So let me do that. That's step one. So you have 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 15, 17, 18, 18, 20. And I always double count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you must cross out each side of the number set one at a time. So cross out each side of number set one at a time. So if I cross out 12, then I got to cross out 20, 13, 18, 14, 18, 15, 17. Okay. If you, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, I know that it's 4 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4. If the numbers are even on both sides, you must find mean or average of middle two numbers. So clearly it's 15. So if I added 15 plus 15 and divided by 2, my answer would be 15. So my median is 15. The mode is asking what is the most frequent number in data set? Like what number do you see the most? Well, I see only 113, 112, 114, but I see 3 15s, right? 1, 2, 3, and I see 2 18s. I would say 18, but there are more 15s. So 15. And the range is the difference of maximum number and minimum number. So the maximum number is 20 and the minimum number is 12, and 20 minus 12 is 8. So the range is 20. The range is from 12 to 20 at 8 units between. Okay. Make sure you have all of that information written down. So go ahead and pause if you need to. Now, here we need to create a frequency table using the data. So what we want to do is we want to rewrite data set, but I'll try to have it already written for you. So you have 12, 13, 14, 3 15s. Um, 17, 18, 18, 20. And you know it's 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So you're asking yourself, what is the amount of the number sets you see? So or frequency of individual number sets. So 12, I only see 112, so the frequency is 1. And I cross that out because I'm done. 13, I only see 113, so the frequency is 1. 14, I only see 114. 15, I see 3 15s. 17, I see 117. 18, I see 2 18s and 120. Right? So use the data to create a dot plot. Place a dot above each number of messages for every time it occurs. All right, so I'm gonna do a dot plot here. So you want to start with a line, right? And you have 12, so you want to put 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You didn't have to go to 21, but now using the frequency table, you can help. We know it's 112, so you want to put 1 dot. You know it's 113, so you want to put 1 dot. It's 114, so you want to put 1 dot. You know it is 315, so you want to put 3 dots. You know it is no 16s, so you don't put a dot. You know it is 117. You know it is 2 18s. It's no 19s, and it's 120. So this is your dot plot. Now, we said the mean of the data set was 15.7, which would be like something right here. and you want to label it with a triangle. Right? That's going to be useful in the future. Right now, you don't have to worry about it, but we just want to keep that here. That's about 15.7. And I like to just put it like a line to set to like locate what that means. Okay. So if you want to create a bar graph, right? You want to draw like a rectangle. It's like the same as a dot plot, but in rectangle format. So also there's a y-axis, the individual like an imaginary y-axis, right? Um, so we said that this was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And we know our y-axis is the like the frequency, like 1, 2, 3. Let's say that. So we know there's 112. So that's, you see how that's at 1? We know it's 113. We know it's 114, 315. So you're going to go up to line 3. No 16. So you ain't going to put nothing. We know it's 117, 2 18s, and 120. And then you just like fill it in. Okay. I like to make sure the rectangle is in between like the number, the line given in the x-axis for the number, because it just helps you see things more cleaner. All right. So here's a frequency table. Um, Here's your dot plot, and here's your bar graph. The dot plot and the bar graph are very similar. The only difference is it's like telling the frequency of the numbers in rectangles, and this tells the frequency in dots. So it's very similar. Not much different. All right. Now, a little something different. Um, I'm gonna have this written a little bit differently, but this is 6 plus 4 times 8 minus 2 in parentheses to the second power. This is an exponent divided by 3. So I'm gonna rewrite this. So you have 6 plus 4. And we don't need this times, right? We can just put parentheses times 8 minus 2 to the second power divided by 3. So when we're solving problems with order of operations, the first thing we want to write is GEMDAS. Groupings, exponents, multiplication or division, depending on what's coming from the left to the right, addition or subtraction from left to right, which means that if you see division first, you would divide before you multiply. If you see multiplication first, you will multiply before you divide. Now, the thing that I want to really pick up is carets. This is a caret, right? And this means to bring down. So pay close attention to how I use my carets and how I bring everything down. So the first step you want to do is you want to look and see an order, right? You don't, let's see, you don't get dressed then shower. You shower then get dressed. So like there's an order to everything, right? So groupings, do we see any groupings? Yes, I see this, right? So groupings comes first, so you caret it. That lets you know that you're solving it first. And 8 minus 2 is 6, right? And I just group that together to make sure I know, and then I bring everything down. Do you know why I put this parenthesis there? Well, because this is being multiplied by this, and I want to make sure it still is being multiplied. So I have 6 plus 4 groups of 6 to the second power divided by 3. Now, a lot of people ask, like, why didn't you do 2 to the second power? Well, because this exponent represents the parentheses. You see that? So I crossed that out because that's done. I did my groupings. Now exponents, we see any exponents? Yes, we see this, right? So then we caret it. And 6 to the second power means 6 times 6, which means 36. Now bring everything down. Do you see how I'm using carets and bringing everything down? So now I have 6 plus 4 times 36 divided by 3. Now, based on the order of operations, it says multiplication or division from left to right. And since this 4 is outside of the parentheses, you want to multiply that. And it comes before division. So 4 times 36, I think you can just calculate on this too. 4 times 36 is 144. Right, and then you bring everything down. So now you have 6 plus 144 divided by 3. Now, based on order of well, we did multiplication. Based on order of operation, do we do addition or division first? You're right, we do division first. You see how I'm crossing it out to make sure I'm following the order? So I know I need to divide 144 divided by 3. And 144 divided by 3 is 48. And then I want to bring everything down. 6 plus 48, and 6 plus 48 is 54. Yep. So my answer is 54. And so we added, so I crossed that out. So you want to always write your order of operations, then you want to use carets and an arrow to bring everything down. Next is asking, are these expressions equivalent? Well, I have two expressions. One is simplified because these are two terms. I cannot add these together. Do not add together because it's two different terms. I want to test people were adding this together and they got like 20x and it was weird. So don't do that. This needs to be distributed. I have to distribute my 4 to my 2x, and I have to distribute my 4 into my 3. And 4 times 2x is 8x, and 4 times 3 is 12. Since they are in its simplest form, 8x plus 12 is equivalent to 8x plus 12. So yes, they are equivalent. How do you know? Well, because when I simplified, my expression, they showed me the same simplified expression. Okay. Now, don't forget to go back if you need to. Don't forget to rewind, pause, right? And now you have a quiz. Don't forget how I did mean, right? You want to add, then divide. Median You want to list from least to greatest. Cross out lowest then highest, low then high. Mode is like, what do you see the most? What number appears the most? Um, in range, right? Lowest and greatest, and what's the difference, right? And then this is select all question. We talked about, statistical questions. And before you solve this, remember your order of operations, right? Groupings, exponents, multiplication, division from left to right, adding, subtraction from left to right. Don't forget to cross out, and don't forget your carets, and don't forget to bring down, right? Okay, that is all we have for today. Your quiz will be graded. Have a good evening.